Did you see the Dorseys almost blow up the statue?
Yeah, I was hiding under the bookseller's stall. Marshall stopped him at the last second.
Wouldn't be Market Square without it.
Welcome to Mary Milk Teeth's Morning After Mart. If you did some things last night that you wish you hadn't, I got you covered. I can clean you up, sober you up, cure your ills, and get you ready to face the new day. Or maybe you got banged up in the Dorsey raid. I can help with that too. What do you need? Just a simple humanitarian who saw a niche that needed filling. Now, are you buying or are you talking? Remedies for regret, children. Headache pills, hair of the dog, pills for the pox, pills for the pain, and first aid kits for those of you who might have started something you couldn't finish. All guaranteed to fill you with pep and put a spring in your step. What can I get you? Here you go, children.
얼마에 팔려나?
Salvation is at hand.
비싼데? 그래도 좀 사놓긴 해야 되는데. 주워 쓰는 걸로 어떻게 해결 안 되나? 몇 개만 사놓을까?
Jesus, loaves and fishes, Christ! That's a bomb under my stall, ain't it?
Oh, shit, Taiwan. God, it is.
We best stay back.
Holy mackerel! Better stay back from my stall. Those goddamn Dorseys dropped a landmine under it.
아, 참 거짓말한다.
Heck no! That mine is right in front of my stock.
가면 저 하는 순간 가서 터지겠는데?
Oh, thank God. You'd be doing me a shell of a favor.
궁금한 것도 못 참지.
Wish I could get these Flipper and Marshalls to take care of the dang... Really? That's great news. Here's a little something for you.
잘 가요. 뭐야, 아이템도 안 나오네. 우리 쪽에 인식이 높은 애가 없어서 그런가? 여기 뭐 확인을 못하네. 얘가 가도 터지는 거 아니야? 터져서 상관없나? 아니, 궁금하잖아. 저렇게 하진 않을 건데, 결과가 뻔히 보이긴 하지만 궁금해서 해본 거예요. 함정 발견. 산해제. 아까 있었던 거라서 그냥 표시가 뜨는 거구나. 보통 사람은 안 한다고? 보통 사람도 해요. 궁금해서 해본다고. 뻥치면 어떻게 달아? 궁금하잖아. 왜 저게 터져서 없어졌으면은 이거는 내가 주워갈 수 있게끔 해줘야지.
But word is, there's still Dorseys all around the city waiting to jump innocents such as yourself. Be sure to stock up with me, yeah? Ah, you want to hear about the wide open seas, my trusty vessel, the wild waves crashing the shores? Well, sorry, chums. I'm just here to sell stuff. What would you like? I have no idea what you're talking about, Franz. Nope. No, wish that I did, Franz. Born and raised in Colorado Springs. Me? I've never even seen a fish in my life. Wondrous creatures, I hear.
원래 이런 거 보는 맛에 하는 거야. 이런 세계에서도 레이저를 쏴짓기네. 없어서 못 사니까. 고양이 다른 애들한테도 못 붙여주나? 필이 있어야지만 다 하나. 6레벨 되면 딸 수 있다.
I heard
나 지금 사람 터져 죽는 거 보는 게 취미냐고요? 아니거든요.
military types, they said. Can't really see the difference between you and the ordinary class of mercs.
Don't take that tone of voice with the Rangers, Lupinski.
Or what, Quan? You gonna arrest me? Fine, fine. What do you want? It's the Garden of the Gods. Rocks, experimental farms. And now those fucking Dorseys. Sheriff Daisies say so. Nope. No room for amateurs in this town. You hear? No room.
돌연사를 죄다 하나씩은 찍어놓을까봐 고양이 다 꼬셔서 데리고 댕기게. 나이트클럽이요?
Sorry, pal. Club's closed till the city's secure.
고양이랑 헤어지자. 개로 바꾸자. 아. 이게 하는 거냐고? 원래 길고양이였는데 뭐. 아 죽었다. 걸리기만 해. 다 얼굴에 던져줄 거야.
What's the matter with you? Don't you know the city's on lockdown? I'm not opening the door to nobody. Go away! Go away, or I'll call the marshals! Go away, or I'll call the marshals!
Hey, take a look at what these marshals and
뭐야? 야 그거 내 거야.
Those marshals were colleagues of mine. I'm gonna guess you didn't kill them, but you need to put all those valuables back and walk away.
Fat chance. We got guns and ammo now. We don't take orders from marshals no more.
아이, 처음부터 맞고 시작하면 어떡해요.
Firing!
Moving to cover.
딜로는 도움이 안 되는데 그래도 근딜러가 고기 방패 역할은 잘해줘. 동물들도 몸빵 역할은 해주겠지? 그런 애들 가갖고 다 머리통 터트려야지. 아, 1댐 장난 아니냐고. 그런 목적으로 동물 꼬셨냐고요? 네, 맞아요. 그렇습니다.
Ally down!
어차피 뭐 숨을 데도 없는데. 안 터지나? 아, 춘식이 행동력 왜 이렇게 넓어? 이거요? 아, 그래도 취향 맞으면 재밌을 거예요.
Engaging the targets!
이따 의사한테 가서 치료해달라고 할 거 생각하고 맞아야지 뭐.
Moving to cover!
뭐야, 벌써 누가 뻗었어? 이 깨버려. 춘식이? 춘식이는 좀 누워서 쉬라고. 맞을 거라고는 생각 안 했지. 바보 같은 택기 때문에 다 죽을 거라고? 아유, 안 죽어요, 안 죽어.
Taking the shot.
잘한다, 우리 탱걸들.
Time for one last stand.
아쓴 고양이 모래. 고양이 뼈자루. 뭐야 이거.
Somebody better patch me up.
아, 진짜 귀찮게 하네.
Now you want to work together.
원래 빡빡한 세상에는 어쩔 수가 없어. 사료값은 해야지. 이 자세는 뭐죠? 모델링 초기화 된 그건데. 바로 밖에서 이렇게 총격전을 하고 있는데 나와보지도 않아? 나는 회복을 다시 하고 오자. 이 또 무슨 이벤트 생길지 모르니까. 오, 동물보호협회에서 날 출격할 거라고. 가능성이 있어요. 하긴 뭐 폴아웃도 로봇 인권 챙기는 애들 있잖아.
Rangers, I chat, but there's a lot.
아, 회복 좀 해줘.
Make my way to your headquarters.
Practically speaking,
저기 집 갔다 오자. 집 가면 의사 있을 거 아니야. 회복 좀 시켜달라 그러자.
cars like dead robots.
의사 방금 꼬셨어요.
Rangers! This is Arapahoe 44 again. Only a few of us left, and we're trapped in our cabs with those scar collector bastards tearing at the doors. Trucks are reinforced, but it's only a matter of time.
파이팅.
Here soon, we'll be in chains in our car.
That Valor kid doesn't sound much more stable than his brother.
의사는 여기에 자리하고 있어요. 아, 시신 치웠네요. 뭐 확인 못했는데.
I mean, it'll take a while. But I think I'll be able to make an actual surgery out of this place. Just need to call in a few favors for equipment and supplies. If you need treatment now, well, I think I'm ready for that. What do you need? I'll do it. Have a seat. Fine. Everything is fine. For now. I brought a few things over from the garage.
10% 할인.
Not much yet, but
여긴 나중에 열리나? 바로 이렇게 월드맵으로는 못 나가나 보지. 맵에서 안 되나? 여우다. 여우로 바꾸자. 너무 도망가는데? 옆에 거 하면은 마을로 바로 가지는데.
Better hurry now, Rangers. I'm starting to whittle my thumbs. And a minute now, I'm gonna...
하필이면 고기방패도 도망간다고? 아니 근데 쟤네들 보니까 동물들 먼저 안 치던데? 사람을 우선으로 하나봐요. 저는 지미바.
Snapping Jimmy Bob's still standing. Dorsey's or no Dorsey's. You think a little raid would stop snapping Jimmy Bob? No, sir.
나도 동물 안 때려. 왜 그래?
Hey. New faces? Let me know if you need to restock. I hear there's still some Dorseys in the city. That's snapping Jimmy Bob, thank you. Not that much to tell. My dad was a trader, and a good one. And now I'm a trader, and a good one. Might seem boring to wandering muscle like yourself, but I like it. Oh, that's my prize.
사지라니. 나쁜 애들은 착해서 동물들 안 때리는데 그게 왜 사지야?
Functional microwave. I can cook up some truly gourmet delicacies with it. But the damn power got cut in the fighting. It'll take the city weeks to fix it. Let's.
연기.
Gall darn it, Martha. Why else would I even keep a shotgun around if and I don't use it?
Do you know who those outlaws are, Josiah? They're Dorseys! They won't be scared of a scrawny old man.
A scrawny old man with a shotgun? Hang on, I'm not that old.
Oh, Josiah, just put down the gun and let someone else handle this, all right?
Consarn it. You Dorsey peckerheads, get on out of there.
Hush up now, Josiah. You can't go in there alone. They'll kill you.
You think I can't handle myself? I've put down worse than these in my time.
Since when? You've been a shopkeeper all your life. Will you help me talk some sense into this old fool? If he goes after those Dorseys, he'll get himself killed.
Some of those Dorsey bastards are hiding out in my shop. My shop! Finest clothing store in the whole dang town. So I'm going.
경비 부르면 되는 거 아니야? 왜 경비 안 부르고 직접 간대?
They're too busy. Besides, a man should be able to protect.
허세가 가득 찼구만.
Thank you. Keep an old man from killing himself, will you?
Killing myself? Can't you pretend to have some faith in me, Martha? Especially in front of these soldier types? You do this, you'll get a nice discount at the shop. Assuming I still have a shop by the time it's all over. Well, go on then.
전문가지. 분명 우리 저기 티모니 일로 와봐.
Shit, Hotlanders! We thought you was all dead. Back off!
가. 애들 좀 더 붙여놓을걸. 뛰게 뒀었어야 되는데.
Damn it! I'm coming time to bleed.
가라 댕걸. 이동법이 엄청 넓으네.
Blood everywhere. Bliss.
해결했다고 말하기 전에. 아, 5레벨. 아깝다. 1레벨만 높았어도. 벌써부터 이렇게 높은 거 나오기 있어? 저는 정당방위였습니다. 쟤네가 절 죽이려고 했다고요. 라는 건 중요하지. 그건 뭐지?
Phew, boy. Thanks again for taking care of those Dorseys. We'll clean up the old store and make it good as new. Pretty soon we'll be selling suits, pants, hats, and all the rest. Finest garments in town. And here, a little token of our appreciation. Come on back after we reopen the shop.
I can't tell you how relieved I am that the Dorseys are gone, and my husband is still alive. I knew you
Come
had
on
the look
back
of soldiers
after I open
about
up my
you.
shop.
그럼 그냥 챙겨볼까? 성공시 얼어붙
By order of the Patriarch, only authorized personnel are to pass this gate. An invitation from the head of a family or authorization from the Patriarch. Until you have that, the gate stays closed. The attack on the city has everyone nervous. Until that's all settled down, Patriarch's orders are in effect. Authorized business only. Broadmoor Heights and the Patriarch's Palace.
궁전이래.
Good day.
Extra, extra! Cowardly attack on Colorado Springs! New in town? Did you hear about what happened? Sure has. Dorsey's got into the city, but nobody knows how. They started shooting up the place and killed a lot of people. Then they made a run at the Patriarch's Palace. Oh, but they couldn't get inside. It took a while, but Sheriff Daisy and the marshals beat him back. Now they're holed up in the Garden of the Gods. Well, some of them, anyway. Others jumped in their trucks and ran for it. Just what I've been told. Back before I was born, they were the family that betrayed the Patriarch and tried to take charge of Colorado. The thing is, everybody thought they'd been dead for years. I mean, there's tons of stories about how the Patriarch wiped them all out. Oh, Marshall Station, right over there. Can't miss the pillories out front. Yep, I work for the Colorado Patriot, only newspaper left in America. We tell people what's happening in the city and what they should think about it. Be careful. Might still be Dorseys hiding out in the city.
애들 여기 다 매달아놨네.
Dozens killed by Dorsey thugs. Families taken hostage.
Bastards! Murderers!
Bastards!
Murderers!
We can't cover this.
Mom? Oh, sorry. Never mind. Why? What do you want? No, please, I just need you to go away. Please.
뭐? 우리 파티 돌씨한테 전멸당했는데 무슨 소리야?
We got separated. I hurried here as quick as I could after, but I ain't found her anywhere. I keep hoping. There was this smiling lady. She said she had some.
싱글거리는 여자? 그 우리 본진 지하에 있는 애도 만났다고 하지 않았나?
Next thing I know, she was gonna sell me. She put me in a cage. One of her men took me out of the cage to... I kicked him as hard as I could and ran. They didn't find me in the dark. And then I saw some refugees and tagged along. Stayed with them till I got here. Bye. Oh, you again. What do you want? Bye.
얘 엄마 찾아줄 수 있나?
Doc Parker's helping the wounded at the Arapaho Garage. He ain't turning in.
Death to Buchanan!
My son's not a
Death to
Dorsey!
the 100 stinking
Let him
families!
go!
Hey, Rangers! How'd you like that welcome party at the lake?
아는 척하는 거 봐.
We'll have our revenge. You ain't seen the last of us. We ain't gonna beg for our lives. We ain't weak like you. Neelius Dorsey lives. He'll kill you all.
청소년 죄수. 아, 얘가 아까 저 사람 외친 걔인가 보네.
Sorry, I didn't mean to ignore you. Just got a lot on my mind. Made a real big mistake. See, the Plains gangs chased my mom and me off our land. We lost everything. Heard this was a place of God-fearing people and thought they'd do right by us. People here kept us out in the cold, letting us starve to death while they sat inside, warm and fed. Then the Dorseys came and gave me some food and some kindness and asked me to do some vandalism. I figured what was the harm? I never killed no one, but I did bust some windows. Marshals caught me doing it, and they said I was working with the Dorseys. Magistrate agreed, so here I am. Mom would have talked me out of it. We were starving, no two ways about it. We were going to die. Dorseys gave us food. I figured a few windows was a worthwhile trade for the bread and meat that saved our lives. I thought it was too harsh, but what happens if I speak up now? Will they come after my mom? I can't take the chance.
뭘 착해, 쟤네. 뭐 트레일러 때 하는지 못 봤어요? 아니, 튜토리얼 때. 장기 자랑하고 난리도 아니었구만.
No, I was never no desperado. Don't rightly know why I let myself get caught up in this. But if I'm to die, I'd at least like to do that right. Gonna do that like a man. Magistrate tells me it's death. They're gonna strip me down and tie me to those things. I wonder if it'll hurt.
Wish I could tell you it won't, kid, but that'd be a lie.
Magistrate's a hard man. I wish I could believe it'd work. I'd do anything for someone who could get me free without hurting anybody in the process. Guess I don't have any money to give you, but I'd pay you back in hard work, if you'll have me. I'm used to hard work around the homestead, and I ain't too bad with a gun either. My folks made sure I could hunt and fight. I always dreamed of coming to the big city and being a newspaper man. You know, interviewing people, telling the truth about how things really are. Sure didn't turn out like I hoped. Nice talking to you.
얘를 설득해서 풀어주는 건가 보네.
The deluge of blood is
Howdy, Judge. How's your heart? Still colder than a well digger's ass?
Marshal Quan. Impertinent as ever, I see. Rangers, I am Magistrate Silas Watkins. I have heard of your
글쎄요.
arrival.
좀 아첨이나 그런 거 좀 찍어놓긴 했는데 그걸로 어떻게 안 될까?
You'll be pleased to know that I sentenced them to death for their part in the attack on the city and your convoy. His crimes are still severe. He was part of the Dorsey uprising. He caused significant property damage. His actions diverted marshals from responding to reports of attacks, magnifying the harm the Dorseys were able to inflict. Argue a case, and I might show lenience.
아첨. 그래. 찍어놓은 보람이 있군.
I am not certain you truly understand the Patriarch's justice, but your words ring true. Perhaps this is irregular, but it is within my powers to grant you full custody of Austin Peace. Any further infractions he may commit are the Ranger's responsibility. You should inform the boy.
이런 데에서는 무조건 말빨 살려야 돼. 그래야지 이런 이벤트도 넘어간다고.
Rangers, what brings you here? They are the only instrument of justice we need.
Serious offenders die by exposure. Sometimes I might grant a reprieve after frostbiters claim their extremities. Oh, to the contrary. It is more merciful than the punishments meted out by the mountain.
맞아, 충실 못하면 이 구멍이 머리 뒤에도 날린다고. 그럴 때를 위해서 무력도 열심히 키우고 있다고.
And in Colorado, weakness is death. As much as we might long for the world before the bombs, when justice was not so cruel. And let's be honest, Judge, you kind of like it too, don't you? No, I do not. I only do what the law commands. And since you're the law around here, I guess you're your own boss. I follow principles set forth at the second founding of this city, as you know very well. Without our laws and the penalties to enforce them, we're no better than the wastelanders. For some offenses, we have a work camp on the plains. I don't approve of their methods, but it's outside my jurisdiction. Minor infractions, like public drunkenness or disorderly conduct, are punished by a short stay in the sheriff's lockup. Proceed, indeed. No regret, no repentance.
아, 자, 얘기해주고 들어갈까?
For you, Marshals, maybe I should go in there myself.
Still here. Not looking forward to what comes next. What? Are you serious? You really saved my life and I get to be a ranger? Soon as they let me free, I'm going straight to your headquarters. I'll do whatever you need me to do. Clean guns, scrub toilets, you name it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks.
저는 취향에 맞아요. 저는 어차피 CRPG 같은 거 좋아하니까요.
You Rangers are heroes. I'm gonna tell everyone what you did for my son.
It's not fair.
Thank you. Thank you.
짱네는 좀 취향 타지.
Is the sheriff going to be busy?
As long as it takes, Miss Wesson. You know the trouble that's gone down.
I do know. My family's in trouble right now. That's why it's so urgent I talk to the sheriff.
She's doing everything she can, miss. If you could just wait here, you'll be the first to know when we know.
포스타 칼립스랑 혼돈팡이 무질서만 있어갖고 이게 내 취향이라고? 참네.
Deputy Marshals, finally. I was beginning to think you were never going to help. Hold on now. You aren't Marshals. You look like...
불안당이라고? 그래 보이긴 하네.
Are you here to see the sheriff? Well, I'm first. I've been waiting here on tenterhooks for an hour.
말넘심인걸?
I'm sorry. I was raised better than that. It's just... I am under considerable duress. My family has been kidnapped by those no-good Dorseys, and the Marshals will give me no about their situation. They won't even speak to me.
아까 그 가족?
I must know how the sheriff intends to rescue them. And when. That may be, but my family is one of the leading families of Colorado Springs. We have been longtime allies of the Patriarch and supporters of all he stands for. Surely that should be given some consideration.
그 가족은 아니겠지?
I suppose not. We are all equal in the eyes of God, as they say. I am just frustrated. That is all. It doesn't seem that anything is being done. My name is Lucia Wesson, daughter of Percival Wesson and Maria Reyes of the 100 Families. But now they and my little brother have been kidnapped by those good-for-nothing Dorseys and...
앞만 봐도 아까 그 가족인 것 같은데? 내가 도발해서 하나 죽었는데 어떡하지?
We are the founding families of Colorado Springs.
descended from the survivalists who came together after the deluge of fire and helped the patriarch build a stronger Colorado. I'm proud to trace my lineage back before the war on both sides of my family. Someone let the Dorseys into town.
아니야, 우연일 수도 있잖아.
Taken my family hostage, along with a good many others, and
신들의
retreated.
정원이래. 그럼 아니네.
I came here to demand that Sheriff Daisy immediately mount an expedition to save them, but her marshals keep putting me off. No good traitors, that's what they are. Used to be 100 families, like us, but rotten. Backstabbers, every one of them. At least that's what my father says. They rebelled against the patriarch before I was born, and were driven from the city. I was always told they were dead and gone. It seems I was misinformed. Well, you look capable enough, but I don't know you from Adam. Why, you might be robbers or bandits. No. Thanks all the same, but I think I'll continue to wait on the proper authorities. Frustrating though that may be. Sheriff Daisy, I will not leave until you speak to me. Please put in a word to the sheriff for me. If she'd only lend me a marshal or two, I'd rescue my family myself.
내면 강도다. 이건 눈앞에서 노란 눈폭탄. 눈앞에서 털어도 뭐라고 말 안 하려나?
Miss Wesson, could you... I'm sorry. I have to talk to these folks. Sorry about that. Are you the Rangers? We were told to expect you. Sheriff Daisy's waiting for you in the back.
Thanks, Torres.
Anytime, Marshal Quan. Reports. Lots of reports. The Dorsey raid really tore up the town. Murder, looting, fires...
얘네 입장에선 돌씨한테 저렇게 해도 상관없지. 자기 동료들 다 갈려나갔는데.
Exhausting. Don't blink. It's on the back of the box. We keep the peace here in Colorado Springs. Mostly, though, we do what Sheriff Daisy says. Thanks. If you've got any feedback, be sure to fill out a form.
You the Rangers? Sheriff Daisy's looking for you.
Sheriff wants to speak to you.
이번엔 마샤를 찍고 싶었을 뿐이라고.
Well, now you must be the Rangers. I'm the sheriff around here, but you can call me Daisy. Old Saul tells me you're a bunch of badasses, and I ain't one to turn away a badass, especially at a time like this. I reckon you already heard all about the Dorsey raid, so I won't bore you with the details. Suffice it to say, we whooped 'em good, and the survivors are holed up in the Garden of the Gods with a bunch of hostages. Thing is, I lost a lot of marshals.
보상 표시를 원래 이렇게 해주나?
Tired and beat up. You want to make some fast friends around here? You could go into the garden and speak to those Dorseys for us. Maybe find out how the hell they got into the city in the first place.
And by speak, you mean shoot the everlasting shit out of them and save those hostages, right, boss?
Quan, I hear you're some fancy liaison now. Old Saul taking my people without even asking? How dare he? Anyway, yes, you rascal. That's exactly what I mean. But
Ma'am, yes, ma'am.
that girl, you think I ain't heard her yapping? But I got a couple of 50 other people yapping at me, too. Tell you what, though. Her people are 100 family folks from the fancy side of town, so they got some pull. You can do me a big favor.
동료로 들어오려나 보다.
Kill two birds with one stone if you take little Miss Wesson with you when you go to save them. In fact, I'm gonna insist on it. I need that girl out of my hair. I'll let Lipinski know you're bringing her along. He won't let you into the garden without her. Don't worry. She knows which end of the gun the bullets come out of. Go in there and kick some ass, right?
동료 들어오면 춘식이 버리냐고요? 아니, 아직 공간 하나 남았습니다.
The garden's on the far side of the market square. Don't forget to take Miss Wesson with you.
I'm not sure why the sheriff didn't assign me marshals, but, well, beggars can't be choosers. As Sheriff Daisy told you, they and some of our neighbors were taken hostage by the Dorseys, and I mean to free them. All of them. So, I am ready when you are. It's a project of the Ward family, a showcase for their know-how. They grow food there using the latest technologies. Colorado Springs leads the world in science. But there are plenty of places to hide in the garden. The Dorseys could be laying for us anywhere. We shall have to be cautious. Certainly. My father taught me to shoot almost before I could walk, and I'm the best shot in the city.
Oh, it's true. She's a prodigy, all right.
능력자래.
Also a pain in the ass.
No. But I have hunted. There's no need to worry that I will be shy about pulling the trigger. I promise, strangers, if it is to save my family, I will not hesitate.
어차피 동료 되면 감나비시라고.
I know very little about you, strangers. And even if I trusted you as I would a friend, it is still my family who the Dorseys threaten. I must go. At last.
자. 권총도 저렇게 보니까 괜찮아 보이는데? 이랑치. 소형화기, 무기계조 없었는데 잘 들어왔네. 생존 흥정. 성은 신묘한 사격. 명중률 50% 감소한 권총 사격을 하고 적중하면 행동력 3을 얻고 타격 미터가 충전된다. 저런 권총 쓴다고 하면은 괜찮아 보여요. 여기만 가면 이제
Garden of the Gods is just north of Market Square. Marshal Lupinski should be out front.
아, 그것도 자물쇠 따면 경험치일 텐데.
Came here for every class trip we ever had. Is Buchanan a man?
싫어요.
Yeah, this whole place is a gloss. But who wants to hear all the ugly details?
Why, hello there. My name's Old Baldy, and this here is the Saul Buchanan, Colorado Heritage Museum, or, as I like to call it, home. Me and my friends here
어서 오세요.
dedicated telling the story of old Saul Buchanan and the refounding of the great state of Colorado, which is just the first step in Saul's plan to bring back the good old United States of America. Now, just stroll from stage to stage, and we'll tell you the story along the way. Any questions before you go? Well, I don't want to spoil the show, but it begins with Saul's humble start in this very town, and it follows the trials and tribulations he faced uniting the 100 families, defeating the monster army, and bringing peace and security to Colorado. And, in case you were worried, it's suitable for children of all ages. Stop! Step back! It is against museum rules to fondle the displays. Saul Buchanan is far too modest for such egotistical shenanigans. No, sir. It was the 100 families who built this place as a gracious thank you to the patriarch for all he's done for them. Look just like my picture, don't I? Now, wait a minute. Let me give you my good side. There you go. I gotta admit, though, I'm looking better than I was. Life's been pretty tough on old Baldy since the world went to pot. Lost a lot of feathers. But now that Patriarch Buchanan's rebuilding America, I'm starting to feel like my old self again. Great! Then on with the show! Youngest son of the Buchanan clan. Brave survivors of the
3살 전에 대형먼치를 휘둘렀다고.
Baby Saul grew straight like a tree, could swing a sledgehammer before he...
With the families behind him, Saul went to war and fought all the monsters of Satan's bazaar. He lined them all up and he cut them all down till Flab the Inhaler surrendered his crown.
역시 종류별로 배워놓으면 편하다니까.
Well, the Dorseys thought they had a better idea. Believed they could rule by murder and fear. Tried to steal Colorado from our patriarch, but old Saul proved his bite was worse than his part. He drove out the Dorseys and gave their land to the poor and the needy and the Indians. No mercy for the merciless was his stand, so he hung the Dorseys to the very last man. Is Buchanan a man? Oh boy, what a man. The truest of men. You could say that again.
to welcome you to the Saul Buchanan Colorado Heritage Museum. You're about to embark on a journey through history as we share with you the people
레이저 무기는 흔히 뭐로 가는 거지?
what it is today. Our new and improved animatronic exhibits will bring history to life as you learn about the rise of the patriarch, the unification of the 100 families, and their battles against the Monster Army and the Plains Gangs. The staff of the Colorado Heritage Museum asks that you do not interact with the exhibits. Ready? Let's go!
아, 아깝다. 경험치인데. 자물쇠 따고 문 열어달라고 하고 그러면 경험치 두 번 먹을 수 있을 텐데.
Much as I'd love to shoot the shit with you tryhards, Sheriff Daisy said to let you go on in. So, go on.
지금 가족 잡힌 애 데리고 박물관 탐산하고 있냐고? 원래 돌다리도 두드려가면서 가는 거예요.
My apologies, Miss Wesson. I meant no disrespect. Best of luck to you and your companions here. No room for amateurs in this town. You hear? No room.
할수록 돌아가란 말도 몰라?
Hello? Whoever just came up from the city, come in.
또 동료 되나?
This is Bellamy Ward. There are Dorseys all over the garden.
돌다리 옆에서 물놀이 하고 있다고.
High ledge. Can you reach me? Oh, thank God. I'll call out if I see you, as long as it's safe. Hey! You on the ledge!
바로 걸렸는데.
Oh no. They found me.
또 동료가 되긴 하네. 이거는 화기로 해야 되나 보지? 기관총. 기관총도 좋아 보여. 개짜과학. 아, 개짜과학도 찍을걸. 이거로도 깰 수 있었네요. 괜히 공격했네.
From there, or we're coming up. You don't want to do that. Oh yeah? Why not? I got this whole place rigged to blow. That's why.
난 근딜 때문에 달려들어야 되는데.
Hey, where did you come from? Back the hell off, or you're dead.
아, 얘 막아파 있는데.
You saying I'm a child? You're the one who's in for a whooping. I'll find you, and I'll get you.
I'll slice off some bacon flank.
You can't shoot me now.
고기방패 역할 잘해주네. 괜찮네, 이 정도면. 네, 턴제예요. 26? 26은 좀 심한데? 아니 왜 이렇게 다 빨피만 당겨? 19요? 19? 권총은 행동력 별로 안 쓰니까 여러 번 쏘는구나. 기관총한테 저격총 명중률을 원하는 게 양심생이라고? 그것보다는 춘식이랑 일회용은 스킬이 좀 모자라서 그런 게 아닐까? 야 들어. 그래도 여기 거래는 되겠다. 애들 행동력 좀 찍어줘야겠다. 네, 잘 떠요.
Did the Patriarch send you? I'm sorry. I need to warn you. The Dorseys are gathering up ahead between the Gateway Rocks.
Bellamy! Bellamy, look at me. Have you seen my family? Are they here?
Lucia? I thought you were with your family. Oh, thank God you're not. Thank God. They went up ahead with their hostages, but... Lucia, I heard gunfire and screaming. You need to be ready for the worst.
If they've done anything to my people, I'm going to end them all.
Please do. I'll tell whatever I can to help. It's not much, but... My name is Bellamy Ward. I'm a scientist. I invented the solar collectors and experimental farms on top of the rocks. I was calibrating the solar arrays when the Dorseys came through here, herding their hostages with them. So I hid up here and kept out of sight. They're savages. Animals. They beat those people. Laughed at them when they begged for their lives. The kids were screaming, so they beat them too. Then they dragged them all further on, toward their camp. God, no, I was stalling for time. If I had a few hours and the right chemicals, though, I could have prepared quite a surprise for them. A while ago, we found some old, non-functional solar panels from before the deluge of fire. I couldn't figure out their function at first, until I recovered a microcircuitry board and developed a laser spectrography process. I realized that I could help solve some of the electrical generation issues that have always been a problem for the city. The PALs, photon amplification lenses. They harness and focus the ambient light. It's fascinating, actually. They polarize the waves and create constructive interference. Normally, they maintain a stable temperature for the plants, but they can be adjusted to help power the solar collectors, or even thaw frozen components. I once coupled a PAL with a dynamic cross-photon matrix. I was trying to cook some bison steaks, but it incinerated the whole fire pit, melted the entire grill. Goes to show what can happen if you put a decimal in the wrong place. I think they took everyone to their camp, just past the Gateway Rocks.
What about my family, Belle?
Last I saw them, they were all right. They were scared and a little banged up, but they were still alive. You saved my life. I won't forget it.
Where's the damn medic?
너요 너. 우리 힐러 너밖에 없어.